coach, tied for the best franchise start in franchise history. How does that feel?
Well, it's good. I mean, obviously, we're celebrating the 30th year of the franchise being in existence. So, to have a start like that and have everyone kind of the way it's going right now with everyone kind of on the same page and a close locker room, it does feel good in here.
Playing Manitoba this many times in a row, it seems like they brought a different version of themselves every game, and you guys were able to rise up and match that.
Yeah, they've got a good team. 3 different types of wins. I think tonight we had some timely scoring, some timely saves. It's really hard to beat a team 3 straight times. It's almost you had to separate last weekend from this weekend because of the gap, and it kind of felt like one of our playoff series over the last couple of years where you have that big break, but you still have to get back and play that same team and try to find that emotion back. You have to try and find that intensity after you've beaten a team twice. So give our guys a ton of credit to be mentally ready. I think it's the hardest thing to do. We were physically fine just because of the rest and the time of year, but I think the mental challenge, the mental toughness our guys showed, I'm proud of that.
And Sebastian Cossa, 30-save shutout. Just what about his performance tonight?
Well, he looked very confident in there, very comfortable in there tonight, and we just talked about it in the room, and Rope talked about his tracking the puck and making saves, especially on the PK in the second period when we needed it, and congrats to him for a shutout.
Yeah, John Leonard is on a tear this season. Kind of talk about what he's brought to the team.
We just score goals. He skates really well. I like him and Shiner together. I think they just play with some energy. But you see how smart he is. You can tell he's got experience in certain areas of the ice where he can make those tight plays. He sees the ice extremely well. So we're fortunate and lucky to have him in our roster.
Yeah. Now the veterans they're racking up the goals, but the young kids aren't. But they are driving the plays as well. But what can they kind of do to find that back of the net?
Well, I'm honestly, if they're defending well, I'm not worried about their offense. I'm sure they all want to score goals. I'm sure they all want to get on the game sheet because that does make them feel better. But as a staff, we have to make sure they're doing things right when they don't have the puck, and they are. And that's a big part of, if you want to move up the ladder, you have to learn how to defend. You have to know how to defend. And whether they're learning that right now, and maybe a little bit of maybe they're snake bitten, but that offense will come. It'll get there, and again, just keep putting them on the ice and keep putting them in positions where hopefully they can have success.
What did you see from Danielson's first game?
I like Danny. I thought he was really good, to be honest with you. And then sometimes you wonder how guys are going to come back, but with his injury, he was still allowed to skate, still allowed to get stronger in the gym. So for him, it looked like he hadn't missed a beat, to be honest with you. Now he's been in practice the last couple of weeks, non-contact and contact. So he's had time to prepare for this. And I just think the way he is, he's very even keel. There's no highs, there's no lows. Even throughout the injury, he still remained optimistic, and I thought his performance tonight was very good.
And you guys haven't trailed at all this season yet.
Yeah.
Do you think that's a big reason why you're 5-0?
I think so. I think if you can get leads in this league and be able to hold on. Now we did bend in the first couple of games where we gave that lead up and then we were able to get it back, but right now we had the ability the last few games to pull ahead, and so we learned some stuff in Texas in the third periods, and we've been able to carry that over here. We've had some really good second periods, but playing with the leads is going to be a big part of us, and learning to play under pressure when we have those leads. Teams are going to get after you, so it's learning to play against pressure.
Correct me if I'm wrong, but last year that was kind of a sore spot for you guys. You would fall behind, then you have to play catch up. Has that been a point of emphasis this year?
Yeah, it is. I mean, I think just the way kind of we play, the style that we're going to play this year, we're a little more aggressive on pucks, and I think last year we weren't as aggressive, and when we trailed, we had to get aggressive. It wasn't part of our game plan necessarily. So for our guys right now, they're comfortable. They're comfortable staying aggressive and staying on top of leads and try to get a bigger lead and capitalize on when they make mistakes under pressure. A lot of times teams are going to come with extra guys, and if we can go the other way, you look at Shiner and Lenny's goal there down the stretch, a nice 2-on-1 play, and because we caught them because we were patient and played our game.
And now last weekend you did mention that you wanted the guys to enjoy and soak in this 30th anniversary season. It's been kind of crazy for you. Have you been able to? I mean, you've hit some milestones.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, I mean, just lucky and fortunate to be able to come here every day to work with these guys, and it's a fun place to be right now. Obviously, with winning, that masks some of the stuff we still have to correct. But overall, I mean, the home opener last weekend, Saturday's game, tonight's game, just we want to win at home. We want to make this place a hard place to play, especially against our division.
And I'd say you and Shane are pretty comfortable together already.
Yeah, no, it's fun playing with him. And, he's an awesome guy to be around. And, yeah, he's a really good player. It's fun to play with.
Big game from you tonight. What did you see out there?
I think we wanted to come out hard, and obviously we were able to win 2 against them last weekend, and you knew they were going to have an early push, and I thought we weathered that pretty well, and Cossa made some big saves, and be able to win 3 in a row at home is obviously really good.
It seems like they brought a different style of game in all 3 of these games, and you guys haven't had to make big adjustments. Just your style is working against them. Do you agree with that? Or?
Yeah, I would agree. I think historically they're a fast team that closes gaps early and hangs on the pucks down low and that kind of stuff. And I think they were kind of some more of the same of that this year, and they're a really good team. And unfortunately, we were able to get 3 in a row, which is never easy to do in this league.
You haven't trailed at all this season. Would you attribute that as to why you're starting 5-0?
Yeah, I think if you're never trailing, you're in a good spot, right? So I think we've done a good job defensively of managing pucks. I think that was our biggest talking point in between periods tonight, between the second and third. Is obviously we had a lead, and we want to protect that at home.
Oh, sorry. So the team has a crazy set of lines every night. It's different because of the veteran rule, but you guys still have really good chemistry. Why do you think that is?
Yeah, I think anytime you're able to, there's just so many good players in this room, and I think that just attributes to the makeup of this group so far. And I think we've become a pretty close group pretty quick, and I think that goes a long way and translates really well onto the ice. And we've been practicing with each other for a long time, whether you're in the lineup or not. You're getting your reps in, so I think that translates well.
Yeah. Now you went from one team with good vibes to another team with good vibes. What has that been like for you the past few years?
Yeah, it's been fun. I think last year was a lot of fun to be a part of. Obviously we came up a little short there in the finals, but it's a really fun group here, and I think we can make some noise this year for sure.
Well, I think it was a 30 save shutout for you tonight. Just what did you see out there from the team?
Played great again. Obviously, we have a really strong team here right now. I think kind of as I was saying back there. It's not really like you're really going to have to steal a game here as a goalie. I think just timely saves, and did a good job of that tonight. So I felt good.
Coach commented on just seeing your puck tracking tonight too as well. It seems like you're really dialed in. Just what did you do to prep for this game?
Yeah, had a good week of practice. It's felt good. Nice and loose. Guys did a good job boxing out, and I can see a lot of pucks.
Tied a franchise record with a 5-0 start. I imagine the vibes are high. How do you keep from being complacent and falling apart after this winning streak?
I think we did a good job, especially showing tonight. Obviously, it's tough playing kind of a team 3 times in a row, especially this early in the season. Kind of a mini playoff series, especially. So, I thought we did a good job tonight. We got a good group of leaders in here. That are going to keep the pace high in practice, and definitely make sure we're getting on our details. So, hopefully we keep it rolling here.
You haven't trailed at all at this point in the season at all. You think that's a big reason why you're 5-0?
Yeah, for sure. Kind of already touched on it. We've been a really good third period team. Maybe not goal differential wise, but we've done a good job holding our leads, and I think just continue to build on that. We did a really good job tonight.
Are you kind of glad to be able to get back at it on Tuesday instead of having to wait a whole other week?
Yeah, it's nice. Pros and cons to each both, but we had a really good week of practice here, and good practice on Sunday, hit the road on Monday, and it's a long bus trip for one game, so gotta make it worth it.
Yeah. Now you guys are kind of riding a tandem every other game. How does a goalie just stay focused during a game that he's not playing?
Yeah, especially with the schedule we've had, long breaks in between our games, so just that much more emphasis on practices, and like I said, we got a good group in here, so we're keeping each other dialed and ready throughout the week.
Yeah.
What do you see different this year from last year, or even the first year you're here in Grand Rapids, just out there on the ice?
Just more confident in myself. I think the game's kind of slowing down. Working harder, in different aspects. Helping myself, getting in good positions for saves, and I think confidence goes a long way for sure.
Anything you had to adjust from the first game you played against Manitoba in this mini playoff series to tonight?
Kind of knowing what they're going to bring. They got a good team over there, a really good team on paper, and we knew that they were going to bring it tonight. I think they're definitely a better team than their record right now, so we knew they were going to bring it. I think the group did a good job getting on top of them right away and having a good game.
Well, Danny, welcome back. First of all, how are you feeling?
Good. It's good to be back.
Yeah, big game from you tonight as well. Big game from the team. Just what did you see out there on the ice tonight?
Yeah, it was a good game. I thought it was a good, complete game from everyone. Cossa had a really good game, and I think it was just a good all-around game for our group.
When you look at this group, everyone seems to come together pretty quick. What do you contribute that to?
Yeah, I think just a lot of good people in here, a lot of high character people. So it was pretty easy to gel when we met everyone, and it's been fun to get to know the new guys and get to hang out with the guys from last year and just come together as a group.
How were you able to stay mentally ready while you were injured?
I felt like just seeing progress and coming along, and I'm just excited to get back out there. I didn't I've never been really hurt before, so it was hard not to play, but it was just fun to get back out there and be with the guys.
Where did you make the biggest adjustment in your game this offseason going into this season?
I feel like just getting stronger. Honestly, it's kind of a cliche thing, but I think the added weight and strength really helps. Just feeling it in the corners and stuff and in battles. I feel like I'm a lot stronger on my stick, and that's probably the biggest thing, honestly.
And as you guys head on the road here for the one-game road trip, what do you guys got to do to get ready for that one?
Yeah, get some rest now, and then get ready for Tuesday and we're going there for 2 points, so kind of just the mindset.
Being able to sit out for a little bit, were you able to kind of see the game from a different angle and pick up anything that this team has been doing this year?
I feel like always when you watch, especially from up top, you kind of see the game differently than it is on the ice. It looks a lot slower. I know it's not slow, but it kind of looks slow, honestly, from up top. So, I feel like it kind of shows you that you have like a little bit of time to make a play and just have poise. So, there's always things you can take out of a bad situation.
With your assist to John Leonard, you're behind the net there, and you backhanded it to him. I caught you ducking a little bit. Did you think it was kind of going high, or?
Yeah, I didn't want to get one in the head. So, good play by him, but I didn't want to take one in the head there.
You mentioned the game looking slower when you're up top. Why do you think that is?
I think it's just like if you watch a game on the glass, it looks a lot faster than when you do up top. I don't know why. It just does.
That's the way it is.
Yeah.
How do you feel like you're gelling with the team? A huge part of gelling is being able to practice with them and be in games with them, but you didn't necessarily have that as much.
Yeah, it would suck not being able to go on the road to start the year with everyone, but I was still around everyone when they were here and practicing for the most part. So we got a good group, and getting out guys off the ice and away from the rink has helped, I think.
Yeah, how does it feel to be part of this historical season for the entire organization from top to bottom?
Like the 30 and the 100?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. Hopefully have some special nights and some good crowds for those.